The hopes that this world offers, to put it more in our terms, not in ancient Jewish Christian terms, the hope that this world may offer you, the security of this nation, your own education or your career or your money, these two are things that can perish, spoil, and fade. We saw how quickly our economy teetered to the brink of collapse. And who's to say that it's completely recovered? Or not to put you in a position of fear, but just to say that these things that we put so much confidence in, this great nation that we declare to the whole world is the greatest that ever lived in 150 years, it too can fall. It says that God holds the nations in his hands and he directs them like streams of water. These things are money. That bank, let me tell you, I don't know of any place more secure than that bank. There is a safeguard upon safety feature. Those vaults were the most intricate devices that I know of that men can make to guard and keep something. And yet even there, in 5 minutes' time, 2 men with guns can take it. And they could have taken my life too, or anyone else's. These things of the earth, these temporary things, they won't last. Even if they last your lifetime will not last. And then what will be the good of those things? As Christ says, what does it profit a man if he gains the whole world and yet forfeits his soul? The thing that our attention, the thing that our hope should be on is not that I'll get a raise or I'll advance my career, or I'll have the perfect family, or this nation will become what it once was in its glory, or something to that effect. Our hope and our eyes should be on the things of heaven. That's where our treasure should be, where thief cannot break in and steal, where moth and rust cannot destroy. And let me just say before I beat this point to death, that if your hope has been built upon yourself or the things of this world, if I was to ask you, how do you know that you would go to heaven when you die? That's the old kind of evangelist question. The typical answer, I don't think too many in here because I know you, but the typical answer is that, well, I've tried to live a good life and I try to be a good person and I hope that God will accept me. Let me just tell you that building your hope upon the foundation of yourself or upon the foundation of this world is to build your hope upon the sand. It's to build a house upon the sand, and the waves will come and the storm will rage, and eventually that house will fall. Because you and I are ultimately flawed, and we are not a strong foundation. We are a foundation doomed to fail. The only foundation to build your life and your hope upon is Christ.